So picture this, fellas. You're playing some Breath of the Wild and you reach this bridge. And you decide, hey, I'm gonna cross this bridge. Why? Because bridges are awesome, okay? So now you're maybe about halfway down the bridge and you think to yourself, you know what? This is boring. I change my mind. Bridges are the literal Antichrist. I'm gonna make like Kratos at the end of God of War 3 and do a sick gainer from a great height. And as you're winding up for that gainer, all of a sudden, this guy pops up. Excuse me, it's me, Brigo. Hey, don't fucking kill yourself, bud. We're both young, desirable men with our whole lives ahead of us. The night is young, just like you and I. So how about you climb down from that railing and let's go find us some more young, desirable guys, huh? This is an example of what I would call a good NPC gamer moment. It's an NPC whose event is only triggered by you doing something of your own free will and the game world reacting to that in some way. It makes the game world feel a little less country and a little more rock and roll and alive and fun and shit. I don't know, man. For something that makes up a good amount of a game world, NPCs or non-player characters, if you're of faith, are something that, from my personal experience, are very rarely not boring as hell. They're like very rarely done in an interesting or unique way. And the reason why is really obvious. It's easier not to give a shit. And I'm not talking about the Sullys and Ellies of the world that actually serve a greater purpose in the narrative for the game or whatever. Nah, I'm talking about the GTA hookers and Nazeems of the world. NPCs whose sole purpose is to populate the game world and make it not feel like an empty 7-Eleven with the broken Slurpee machine. But if you've talked to these walking husks of code more than once, you know that they really don't have much of anything to offer, or in some cases...
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you do.
These NPCs very rarely give the player anything of actual significance or value. Because of course, it's unrealistic for Mr. Bethesda to give every single Whiterun guard their own backstory and personality, because there's literally millions of them to populate their big-ass world, and Mr. Bethesda needs to focus on incorporating more crazy and kooky features into their AAA video game. But then, like, oh my god, the light, it's blinding. Could it be? Could it be? Oh my goodness, it's Dark Souls. Only coming in 3 minutes into the video. It's like I don't know how to write videos or something. Whoa, have I not uploaded in 4 months? Anyway, so Dark Souls comes around and he's like, hey, I do have a dead world. My game world is filled with shit like this. It's pretty clear that not many people are gonna wanna live here. So I don't need a million NPCs talking about whether or not I get to the fucking Cloud District very often. I'm super late to the Dark Souls bandwagon. I didn't play the games until like last year, but oh my god, oh baby. There's some pristine bitches. Every boss fight is a mountain waiting to be climbed, and every victory is a monumental conquering of that mountain through pure gameplay at its finest. But I'm not going to talk about any of that. There's plenty of videos that talk about that. I don't give a shit about that. I played the game, it's fun. Everyone gets it. I'm gonna talk about the people vibing along with me on this adventure. You got the fan favorite Solaire, the bastard man Lautrec, Patches. We're fucking raging in this 7-Eleven, and Framp just fixed the Slurpee machine. That's right, everybody's getting a free Slurpee. Let's go, baby. This is why Dark Souls is the best game of all time. A Slurpee sounds really fucking good right now, and I need to charge my camera. So...
That's what sounds like.
All right, so where was I? Oh yeah, Framp. Almost every single NPC in Dark Souls is like Mr. Suicide Helpline from Breath of the Wild. I only ever encounter Dark Souls NPCs because I found them as the player. I chose to explore and go out into the world and find these people. And if I hadn't done that, I would have missed them entirely. One of the key design choices that the From Software boys, specifically this one, made was that they wanted it to be possible to miss large sections of the game because of how rewarding it is as a player to find something. 9 out of the 22 bosses, that's almost half of them, in the original Dark Souls, are completely skippable and happen purely because you decided to go that way or you found them just around. It's the same way with the NPCs. Nobody told me to go through the gigantic gaping hole that the boulder left in Sen's fortress. I chose to explore into the hole and I found this guy with a big ass wizard hat. And then he came to Firelink Shrine and then I had a cool little wizard merchant. And then I found him again in the Duke's archives where he died, but I got his cool ass hat, so rest in power, Big Hat Logan. This one's for you. One of the coolest questline mission things, whatever you want to call them, that I have ever experienced in a video game was the Sigurd questline in Dark Souls 3. Why? Because I chose to explore and I found that bit. You get the point. There wasn't a waypoint big ass arrow to tell me where Sigurd was. I just heard some delightful humming as I was going up a tower and I decided to investigate because companionship comes very rarely in a game world that has shit like this. Then I kept finding him over and over after my initial encounter. I had to get his armor back from Patches, who is literally the fucking worst. And then I found him just chilling in this secret room in the Irithyll Valley. And then I finally got to the Yorm fight, right? Now this is a fight that I've actually been looking forward to like since the opening cutscene. I saw Yorm and I was like, holy shit. That guy's huge, I have to fight that thing. So there I was, ready to get my ass beat by this fucking thing. And then this beautiful boy in his dumpling onion ass armor comes through the door and fights him with me. And it was the coolest fucking thing ever. And then I was sad because he died. And I know, it's almost like this is Dark Souls or something. It's all about that player agency and the consequences of the player's actions, whether they be good or bad, or leads you to finding a new best friend. That's what makes a good video game. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you. Oh wow, there's a lot of you. Thank you. Shut up. Wow, this video was a ramble fest, wasn't it? I don't know if any of the words that I said over the past 10 minutes have made any sense, but that's the video. I just want to talk about Dark Souls NPCs and why I thought they were so cool. Go watch the Vati videos on them. Go play Elden Ring. Tell your mom you love her. Then tell her to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It was all a ruse. I'm just trying to get more fucking subbies. Remember to subscribe for more mommy goodness.